We're now at the last step of our project. We're gonna put the hinges on our hinged box so that the lid will open and close. I used a coat of polyurethane for my hinge box. Gives it a little shine, gives it some protection. That's the clear coat I chose to do. Could have done lacquer, could have done polyacrylic. That's for you to decide. Could have also stained it and then put a clear coat over it for a little shine. Whole lot of options. Could also have painted it. Again, with this redwood, the beautiful grain, the beautiful hues, I definitely like to use a clear coat, not a stain or a paint. But again, that's up to you. Alright, hopefully you can see this. I made some dots with a Sharpie. This is where we're going to start the first screw to this hinge for the hinged box. I've come in 1.5 inches on either side. I don't know if you can see the dot over here, but there is one. So I know where to start that first screw for my hinge. I've come in 1.5 inches on both to be symmetrical. The human eye finds beauty in symmetry, and symmetry simply means the same. Our bodies have bilateral symmetry. If you drew a line down the center of us, we have a left arm, we have a right arm. So that's symmetry. So I want to make sure that I come in from the edge an equal amount on both sides. You can get this small hardware, these small screws from me. We don't want to use a big honking deck screw. Something small for a small project like this will be perfect. Yeah, I put a little pressure on that screw to kind of get it started, and then with a hammer I'm just going to give it a little tap to further start it. You can use a cordless drill, but when that drill slips and the tip goes into your box that you've worked so hard on, you're going to be a little bit upset. So I personally, with these tiny screws, I just like to use a hand screwdriver, and you can see how easily this is already going in to the wood. You don't have to drill pilot holes with screws that are so small. Should be just fine without them. Should not split your wood. If we're using larger deck screws, then yes, pilot holes, good idea. When we use deck screws, then we have to countersink. Think about the scoring rubric. If you want full credit for this project, you need to earn 4s in all areas. Sanding, joining, hardware recessing, and the last one is the finish, putting some sort of coat protective layer. Typically we just use 4 screws with these hinges. I might leave a screw out. If you really wanted to put 5 in, you could. So this is, again, the finishing touch, and congratulations on a lot of hard work, and hopefully your project turned out just the way you wanted to if you were patient, and great job.